Hi, this is Jared Stepp with Facebook.com/JaredSteppMusic, and this is a video review of my acoustic guitar. It's a Laguna, one of my acoustic guitars. It's a Laguna LG4CE-TR for trans red. If you see, look at that guitar. It's a really nice looking guitar. Really nice. It's cut away. It's a nice cutaway. You can access the upper fretboard real easy. There's the headstock, Laguna. It's got Grover tuners. It was handcrafted in China, designed in the USA. It is a guitar that was I bought at Guitar Center, and I bought it new, but it had developed a crack in it. I guess someone who was demoing it on the floor had cracked it. There's a crack. I don't know if you can see it right down the edge here, which I believe does not go to the wood. It's just on the acrylic, but it is, and it hasn't expanded any since I bought the guitar. I bought it because of that crack very cheaply, and I bought it as a guitar that I could you know, beat up a little bit, let my kids mess with, because I needed something for them to be able to play. It's a great guitar, and it really made me fall in love with playing again. It's a 24 3/4 inch scale, and I have been using 25 1/2 inch at a Fender Stratocaster. I have a Taylor 810 CE, which are both 25 1/2 inch scales, just a little bit longer scales, so the frets are just a little bit wider, and my fingers, which are little, I'm 5'8", so my fingers are small, and had a little bit tougher time, you know, stretching for those notes, and since I'm a rhythm player, I'd be having to stretch for these you know, notes all the way down in here all the time, you know, especially doing bar chords and that. Really long, after long sets, 45 minutes of practice, 45 minutes of a set, or you know, some of these sets that I do with worship, spontaneous sets are hour or 2 hours long of playing. My hands would be dead. They'd be raw. My playing would go downhill. What happened with this guitar is it's the shorter scale, and it's just a lot easier to play for me. And so I've started in my guitar purchases recently getting the shorter scale guitars, the 24 3/4 inch guitars. Before this guitar, I didn't really realize that there were different lengths of scales, and that could affect how you play. Yeah, I get it. I'm crazy, but it was just about 5 years ago when I got this guitar, and since then I've been getting shorter scale guitars, and it's causing my playing to get better. So I fell in love with playing again because of this guitar, and I could sit here and play it for hours and hours and hours. And this is just coming through the mic that's in the room mic here. I have my M-Audio Sputnik here in the room. I do a little bit of finger picking here. Alright, has a good acoustic sound. It's pretty loud. I really like the timbre of the sound acoustically. It's a nice sound. Now I'm going to plug it in and show you what the Fishman preamp system on this thing. It's the classic 4T preamp with the Fishman piezo. No mic on this, it's just a volume. It does have a tuner on it, which is a great thing to have, because sometimes you're not plugging your acoustic guitar into a pedal board and you don't have a tuner on that, so you have it on the guitar. It's a great thing. It has a 4-band EQ, well really a 3-band plus a thing called a brilliance. I keep the bass a little high on this, and the mids slightly boosted, and the treble is slightly cut on this system, because let's say it this way, I've played on some better preamps. You know, they didn't put their best preamp into this guitar, Fishman's best preamp, and it's a great guitar, and I can get it to sound good through a system, but I prefer to you know, prefer some other preamps. Alright, so that's some basic idea of what it is, how the guitar responds. Let me bump my EQs all to center here, all to the center detent there. Give you an idea what that sounds like. I can play bar chords on this guitar longer, and then I can play them on a 25.5-inch acoustic, other 25.5-inch acoustics. I can just play this guitar longer. It feels better. In the future, when I am looking to buy a higher end acoustic guitar, I'm probably going to move away from the 25.5-inch scale for that too, and get a 24 3/4. Now, that said, this is a great instrument for the money. Anyone who's looking to buy this, the guitar, don't hesitate to get it. It is awesome if you are in the mid-range, $200 to $400 range, $200 to $500, because I don't think they make them new anymore. You have to get them used now. $200 $400 you can get this guitar, and it is a great. I don't know of a better guitar for the money. I've had a bunch of other guitars in that price range, and this one far out distances them. So the Laguna LG4CE-TR, you can get a good sound through a sound system with it. It's a guitar that looks awesome. People look at it and think you spent a lot of money on it, and it's well worth it. Alright, this is Jared Stepp with Facebook.com/Jared Stepp Music. Like me on Facebook, buy my music there. You can sample it and buy it from my brand new CD release, King Jesus. And we'll see you again. God bless.